Truth Goddess Tarot channels. I am Truth Goddess Tarot. Today's reading is for Sagittarius. Hello, Sagittarius. If you're new to the channel, if you're watching me from TikTok, go check me out. Go subscribe to the channel on YouTube. Also, you guys, if you're new watching me from from TikTok, again, there's more messages over on YouTube. The messages on TikTok are new. I'm just now, getting messages over there. So if you're new and you're watching me from TikTok, go subscribe to me over in YouTube. That's mainly where I am. So if you're here on YouTube, check me out on TikTok. All right. That's a fact. So there's something that is clear. Something that there's no doubt. There's something that it can't be, there's no doubt, there's no question. Three of Swords. We're talking about somebody with a broken heart. This person is somebody that is looking to move forward, possibly travel from a broken heart. This is you, Sage. We're talking about you. So it's clear that after heartbreak, you guys have successfully understood having the ability to have some sort of breakthrough to realize that there's more to life when it comes to your future. Wow, that's great. So you guys are looking at planning for your future. So after some devastation, oh, there's a Tower card. So that's about something that happened suddenly. Some kind of chaos, devastation. So Spirit is saying there's somebody who clearly knows that after the breakup, heartbreak, that you have made some major changes. I think it's almost like somebody is learning that you didn't stop growing. You didn't stop moving after a betrayal. There is somebody who may also be feeling lonely. This is somebody who feels lonely because you have charted waters to look at your future. That is devastating to somebody. Somebody didn't think that things would ever change. There's a sudden disaster. This is disastrous to somebody. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's disastrous. Somebody is crying because you moved on. It's almost like somebody wanted you to remain in pain and suffering. This looks like somebody who wanted to see that you were still in despair, but they are. This person is somebody that feels a lot of trauma. This is an unhealthy relationship. This is after a heartbreak again. This is somebody that's regretting. This is somebody that they have a lot of negative emotions. They are in isolation and they're lonely. However, this is why they're lonely, because you have achieved success in accomplishing new opportunities, new business ideas, new beginnings. Okay. This has to do with the fact that this person was somebody that was hasty too. So this is somebody who, it's almost like somebody who can't get over some major upheaval. So this is like somebody that has something that occurred that stopped them in their tracks. Let's find out what this Tower moment is. They regret trying to travel. Maybe this person met somebody through the internet, some sort of social gathering, something like that. That person may have completed a sense of belonging is what they were calling themselves doing. So they thought they could belong maybe in a group, in a relationship, to acquire money, a new beginning. But whatever it was, this new beginning was something that made this person feel very impulsive to have these sexual adventures. So somebody went on sexual adventures for money. This sounds like somebody that was gay for pay. Yeah. It sounds like somebody was in a business of some sort. Somebody traveled to make a lot of money. Maybe to have these new opportunities to make huge amounts of money. This is why this person was inspired. But it almost looks like there's some truth in learning about why this heartbreak occurred. This person was trying to acquire some sort of business deals, but something happened. The tower moment came and it was a major catastrophe. That's why. It's something that was out of their control. Whatever they were doing, how they were getting this money, it was haste, it was sexually driven, it was somebody that was impulsive. This is somebody that traveled for sex. This could have been a paid escort. It seems like this business had this person making quick decisions. So if they got a call, they ran, they traveled, they regretted. I'm going to find out the reason, because this is somebody who knew exactly what they were doing and they were in it to win it. This person traveled long distances to perform whatever it was that they were doing. And they did a lot of traveling. But the betrayal of this person's possible occupation, it had a lot to do with traveling, guys. For whatever this person was doing, they were on the road. And they were a fire sign. They were traveling up a lot, making runs. So let's find out the tower. What happened in particular? Why is that tower card there? What broke up this ring? This seems like a sex ring this person was in. So somebody was in a ring. They thought that they could acquire a lot of wealth and riches. They may have. Okay, they were doing it with couples. Soulmate. So that's why they were doing it. Oh, they were very determined for this. This was a business. This was a business proposition. Interesting. So this was definitely a business, like I said. This was a business with men. Because on those pictures, they look kind of suspect. How? Yeah, threesomes, partnerships. This was a business proposition. This was an exchange of money through working together, learning together. So they regret learning this business. It's almost like this person was an apprenticeship of some sort. Interesting. Okay, why the regret then? I mean, if you're doing something and it's working for you, the Tower moment was this person was determined to make their money this particular way. It was obviously had to be some sort of exposure, regret. Children. Children. Oh, children were involved. That's what it was. This was some sort of sex ring, like I told y'all. This person regrets it because this business, some sort of trading, exchanging money for children. Pizzagate. Somebody y'all know was involved in something like that. Yep. Somebody y'all know was involved in something where children were a part of the equation. Sex, children, men, women. That's the regret, the embarrassment, the crying and spilled milk. Okay. The Two of Cups has to do with working together, building businesses. These people were doing this. They would travel a distance to get children. So the person that you were in a connection with, y'all, this person is, oh, they had a lot of secrets. I initially came on, and before I saw most of the, I could feel it was a sex ring type thing. Wow. So they traveled abroad, breaking the hearts. Wow. Creating some sort of mind control, Spirit said. This person, Spirit just said, this person knew exactly what they were doing. The regret, the Five of Cups involving the children, that's a smokescreen. They knew what they were doing. They knew exactly what they were doing. They were clear in their thinking. They knew exactly what they were doing when they got involved in some sort of business in which they were building with their lovers. So it's not like whoever this person is, the only reason why they're in the Five of Cups is because the fact that they were doing something from abroad, out of town, out of state, maybe out of the country, wherever this person was doing, going long distance, traveling, hurting, breaking the hearts of people, children especially. That card came out. For money, separation. So, this group, initially that I said, there was a group this person was working with. They separated. It was a breakup. That's because of the Tower moment. Yeah, extravagant getaways. As I stated, they have been going far places. Yep. So the breakup, the separation, which means the separation probably came on the heels of the authorities. And again, their regret is based on the fact that there was exposure with the Tower card. So it's not like they wouldn't have continued on doing what they were doing because they were making a lot of money with the Ace of Pentacles. So this traveling ring type of situation, the person that you were, this is somebody you guys know. They were doing this. They were, Spirit said, escorting children to and from. So they're really a rotten individual. Tell me more about the Knight. Yeah, it was shocking events. This is something I clearly said. I don't think you guys would want to believe this about somebody that you knew. This is something, there was an unexpected event This person did not see it coming. This night, shocking events happened. What were the events? We're going to break this down today. Yeah, the obsession, the devil, the news of this person being a devil, the fact that people are talking about it, the fact that they are exposed, this devil, the fact that this person was probably a sex worker. Yeah, something like that. The fact that they were doing things that were mass destructive, that's the truth. Things that they were doing were just unthinkable. And I said that this is something you probably wouldn't want to believe that someone that you knew, that you were in a connection with, this was what they were, moonlighting. This person did this stuff at night. They had a clan, a group of people that they work with. Listen, you guys got to realize when we think about the people that we have had in our lives and around us, you really don't know people. That's why you have to trust your intuition. That your intuition, your higher self, you got to trust it. This is somebody who did things. It's almost like you would never suspect this from this person. That's the shocking events. What were the shocking events? Because I literally said, that's the truth. That you're talking about it. You guys are aware of it. You have knowledge of it. You have knowledge of this person's behavior. That's what's shocking. That you know, because you're spiritual. See, this is somebody that was basically, you may have held back something from this person. This is somebody that would want to possibly assault you, may have assaulted you. This is somebody who couldn't accomplish getting what they wanted from you. This is somebody that was very, oh yeah, see, this is why judgment was called. This is somebody you withheld from. You withheld something from this person. They couldn't complete whatever it was that they were trying to get from you. Could be anything they were trying to get from you. Like this is somebody that was, more or less holding back, protecting their heart, their body from someone doing something to accomplish something. This person couldn't accomplish doing something to you. Judgment is called. And if they had did something to you, that's why judgment is still being called. So if they weren't able to complete something, to get away with something when it came to you, this was their thoughts, this was their plan. This is a ruthless individual. Very ruthless. The holding back to protect it. This is like if somebody was trying to assault you. Tell me more about that Four of Pentacles. See, you were standing your ground. This is it. You were standing your ground. So whatever this person was trying to accomplish, it would return right back to them. You were standing your ground, protecting yourself, making sure that whatever this person was trying to do, it went right back to them. So everything that they were trying to do to accomplish something against you with the Nine of Wands, this is a Sag. Yeah, and here's the Angel. This is somebody 1 foot in and 1 foot out with your card, the Sag. This is somebody who was determined to overcome some things, but yet not be sure. Temperament. They were in and out. They got the Five of Cups like they didn't really want to, but yeah, they did. That's somebody who, as I stated, you would not maybe want to assume or believe that this person would be somebody that was, they weren't fully in. They weren't. Because it's like they played a role. It's like somebody who played a role. They kind of put their foot in the water, but then they didn't fully want to commit, but yet they did because they teamed up working with people. that now there's a separation. Tell us more about this separation. Why was the separation? Because the Tower moment reveals all mysteries of stuff that shouldn't have happened, especially to those any age, those that are defenseless, weak, children. So this is like people trying to maybe protect themselves from returning back to maybe whatever it was. What were they trying not to? It's like they were trying to avoid something. Okay, Spirit said avoid people learning about how often and how much this person was into children. Gothicism, how wicked they are. I told y'all, this person is wicked. Yeah, very, very wicked. Egotistical. Very egotistical. This is somebody who was Gothic and ego-driven. Why was the Tower card? Trap. So they're going to prison, right where they belong. If they're not, they're going to prison for sure. That's why the Tower. So this person is going to be arrested if they're not already. Yep. It's no doubt. It seems like, okay, suicide. So this is it. So they're going to commit suicide. They probably should anyway. They probably should, because they were doing some things unlawful to children. That's mainly what I see. These are children that were trying to, or people, not just the children, but the four of Pentacles is like somebody trying to protect themselves, hiding out. If someone is trying to bother you, assault you, touch you, that's like the Four of Pentacles is like going within, keeping themselves contained from being in a situation where it was uncomfortable. Love, see? Love. You guys held back your love, your affection from this person. So this is a, more about this night, and we're going to go because I don't like this energy. No wonder, greed. See, it was all about money. This person, I told y'all, it was all about money. This person was greedy, selfish. They're going to jail. They're going to jail. And it's definitely clear what this person stood for. Outer space. This is somebody that was obsessed with drugs. Their thinking was not clear. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. What else, Spirit? Inside. Okay, so they're like spaced out. They're like spaced out over the money, the love of money. Their ego had them in this energy. This person is definitely going to pay. That's why judgment is there. This is somebody who's going to prison. Their future. So they're looking at their future and their heart is broken. So they feel so down, out, lost because their future is the Tower moment, which is in prison. The fact that this person had this obsession, oppressive, demonic thirst for children, partners with men, women, all of that is why they now feel regret. But it's a wrap, it's done. And this reading is over. And I'll come back for something Hopefully a little different. See, the secret is out. The secret is out. Something happened in a wooded area. Okay. So it looks like there's some things that they were hiding that's under surveillance. They were being watched. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm not going to show that. Woo. So there's some, oh, with children. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. Wow. They've done some very devious, dark, demonic things. This person that you were in a connection with, Sag. Let's keep it real. Everybody that watches this message is 21 and over, or at least 18 and over. This person that you were in a connection with, be thankful, be grateful, because they're going to be sitting somewhere for a long time. This is why they're under precious. Okay, Spirit, whatever the precious is for, but they're under pressure because time is running out. It's just a matter of time for them being happily single, being free anymore. That's a wrap. They've been exposed. The spells that they were putting on children, possibly you doing things to you. This was a divine masculine. Yeah. The truth is exposed. This is why we have this firestorm. Karma. That's it. That's it. This person is having a mental breakdown. They weren't thinking that shit when they was doing things to children. Through secret accounts. So this person was deep in, guys. Whoever you were in a connection with, they were real deep into some social societies, a friend group, something of that sort. That's the reading, Sage. We're out of here. Thank you for hitting. That is why when I first started this reading, that's before I came on live, I cleansed the energy. Thank you, Spirit. I initially cleansed the energy. And this is why. Because I did not know this was going to be a dark, heavy reading like it is. So that explains it all. All right. That's the reading. Let me find out. Is there anything else that Saggies need to know? Sagittarius. Keep an open mind. I don't know what you got to keep an open mind about, but there's something, not with this, you don't keep an open mind, not at all. Okay? Getting to know each other and make the effort. So it feels like Spirit is trying to inform you that after the disaster that you're going to witness about this person that you knew, or some of you are in a connection with this person, they're devious and they're dark. They're very demonic and they do ruthless, very dark things. Spirit wants you to keep an open mind after learning the truth about someone, really who they are. They're not who you think they are. Not at all. They're wicked. This is somebody Spirit is telling you to, that's true, very true. Thank you. To withhold. This is the Four of Pentacles, is you withholding back, accomplishing or trying to have some sort of travels with this person. This is somebody that was trying to not go with this person. That's the truth. That's what it is. Somebody didn't want to do something. Of course, people were refusing this person. Maybe this person was trying to get you involved in something that you didn't even know what was happening. You'd be surprised, guys. Very soon, Spirit is telling you to keep your heart open. There's something about your love life, but you need to release your ex. Release your ex. Keep an open mind. If you're doubting or questioning this whole reading, that's your choice. It's about discernment. Whatever you believe, it is what it is. Spirit is telling you, keep an open mind, because this is actually true. These readings are timeless. Whenever you see them, they're for you. This is why Spirit is wanting you to keep an open mind. It's hard to accept that to somebody that you said he was in a connection with that was this deep, dark, and devious, and very demonic. So that's the reading. Thank you for stopping by.